Okay, we are on.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to D20 Air, where we roll dice before one of our... My door just opened, sorry. For whatever internet goes out. My name's Kate. I'm the DM.
My name is Alice. I play Tam, the half-orc god.
My name's Jeff, and I play Nora, the human wizard.
My name's Jules, and I play Ren, the elven ranger.
Yeah, mine's not here. And my name is Fuller, and I play Augie, the human paladin.
Yes, and Maddie is not here, but she is Val, the tiefling druid.
Yes.
I'm Titi, and I'm Gilf the goblin.
Woo! Okay, so before we get started, we have a couple of announcements. First thing first, we have a schedule for the month. Who do we think we are? Crazy. So we will be streaming next Wednesday on June 12th. And then after that, we will be streaming on Friday, June 21st. And then after that, we will be streaming on Friday, June 28th. So pretty cool, all at the same time. So come on back now. You hear? I don't.
Stop
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Yeah. Down road.
Oh, we're back on this bullshit again.
Absolutely not.
All right. And then the other thing is that on June 12th, which is Wednesday, we are going to be starting to be posting on Instagram via stories. So you can start following kind of like what happens the day in the life of, I think, am I going first? Am I on Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to be on Instagram. I'll be showing you guys how I prep for a game, kind of like a little bit into my life. I'll probably have polls so you can ask questions. If you want, maybe you can help me name some NPCs, because I need help with those sometimes. I am only one person. And yeah, it'll be super fun. So hop over to our Instagram, which is at D20Error, I think all one word. And yeah, see you there.
I actually had a little tiny announcement of my own. I'm taking commissions right now for digital art. So if you guys want a D&D character painted or yourself a family member, hit me up, find me on Instagram, vagueenthusiast.art on Instagram. Yeah.
Shit.
Anyone else have an announcement?
Well, we'll actually be using Jules, one of Jules' beautiful portraits that she has done for one of our characters using as a thumbnail. We're going to use her Nora portrait, which is beautiful. So you'll be able to look at that every time you look at this video. So,
And do send in lots of art because we lose our minds over it. We love it. So, yeah, it's great.
yeah, we freak out every time. Our group chat goes crazy.
It's true.
Okay, was that it? Did we have anything else? Or
Happy Pride Month.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. That sounded so lackluster. Yes, Happy Pride Month. Yeah!
Happy Pride Month, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's right. Maddie's not here. I was like, I feel like we're waiting for someone. All right. So, last we left off, the group. What was that? I don't know what that was. Okay. Okay. So, last we left off, Tavern had recently ran into and become acquainted with Gilf, the goblin, a courtesan in one of the guilds of the underbrush, who quickly took Tavern to his abode where they swapped stories and kind of had some talks where after they decided to go attempting to impersonate Kayleen, the daughter of the leader of the underbrush and someone that they indirectly killed earlier. But the leader very quickly recognizing that Nora, who was impersonating her, is not her daughter, quickly gave them the rule to leave and were banished and expelled from the underbrush. After getting out and after some quick thinking from Gilf, managed to recover their giraffes, which were taken earlier. Sat around swapping stories, kind of got the lowdown on Gilf as a person. Kind of after some shady business, discussed a bit of backstories and set off toward the Old Town Road. And there was some discussion about going back and freeing the animals that were left down in the underbrush. And it was decided at the very end that Tam, Val, and Augie were going to go and attempt to free these animals. And that discussion is where we last left off. So as a result of that, I know you guys have also done some out of session discussion. What have you all decided to do?
So we're still splitting off in those groups, but we're not gonna try and rescue the animals.
Yeah, so we changed our minds. Alice, Tam, is going to just gonna happen every single time. Okay, Tam wanted to talk with Gilm. Ren wanted to find that spooky drow, and Val was gonna accompany Tam for safety as a beast. I'll do some disguising.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you all decide a particular beast that Val wants? Or
Oh. Can she be like a horse? Maybe?
Yeah, she
or
can
like
be a
a
horse.
kind of like a workhorse or something?
Maybe just like a dog, because a horse is rather big.
That's fine, maybe a dog.
Dog.
Oh. Yeah, I can do dogs. Like, do you want like a fluffy dog, or do you want like a short haired dog? I can do a big dog. I can do like a PB&J. I can what do you like?
Maybe like a dog with like a big one with like the black ones with like orange on the face.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. And kind of takes a moment and you see her concentrating. She grabs her staff and begins focusing. And you see kind of the almost like a wind seems to blow through the tree at the top of the staff, and you hear the groaning and creaking, and you see as Val's form shifts down into a not small, but just a nice dog, a nice Rottweiler, and stands proudly with a very gleaming black coat and like a soft muzzle, just kind of.
She's so good. What time of the day is it, Kate?
This is morning at this point. Yeah, this is like mid-morning. I'd say around like 10.
Because we had a long rest after we had a long rest in the zone of truth, and then we're at that point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Tam's gonna turn to us and be like, are you guys okay to stay here? Like, are you okay? It shouldn't take too long.
We'll try to be quick. Actually, Augie, do you still have your disguise kit on you?
Yeah, do you need another disguise?
Yeah, could you do something real quick for me?
Yeah, do you want anything specifically?
Oh, woman.
Could you do an old age makeup?
Sure. All right. And I got to roll for this, right?
Yeah, you
Yes.
do.
Yes.
I think you're proficient though, right?
I am. I get a +2.
Solid.
Ooh, that's gonna be 18. Okay, so unlike looking like, I believe it was. Were you Frau Schrader?
Frau Blucher. Frau
Oh,
Blucher.
right, that's it. Yes. Unlike last attempt, which looked very similar to one Miller in Frau Blucher makeup, this one looks more like kind of like Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. Like, looks pretty good. It's very effective. In fact, like, it's so effective. You go over to the river and you find some clear water and you kind of look. It almost looks as though your cheeks itself look like they're sagging. Like, Augie did a very good job with this.
Nicely done.
Thanks.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Was it just me and Gil that I left behind?
No, I'm
And
staying
Augie.
with you guys. I cannot stealth.
All right. So Tam, Ren, and Val, as Val is the dog, make you guys slowly make your way back to the canopy visage of the entrance to the underbrush. I'm assuming that's where you're going.
Yes.
Okay. So you get to the edge. Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Which one? All of us.
Both of you.
17?
Okay.
I think my passive is going to be better. 17 as
Okay.
well.
Okay, yeah, so 17 is fine. You take a moment kind of looking at the canopy, seeing if anything's changed, watch for shifting of movements, potentially looking for extra guards padded there. And in the background, what catches your attention is you notice a very large looking lake, one that you remember was not there before. And before it was just a thicket of just trees and just a grove in the back, but now it appears as though there's a very large lake.
Oh, how big?
I'd say a couple 100 feet in diameter, about like 600 or 700 feet in diameter, expanding outwards and past.
Do you see that?
I do.
That wasn't there before. I don't. Was it?
Can I do a little investigation to figure out if it looks like natural or if it was like dug out and filled?
Make a nature check
Okay.
with advantage because you're in the forest.
That's right. Oh, I should have had advantage on perception. Natural 20.
You notice it. Okay. It's weird because you definitely know that it was not there even a few hours ago when you were there, but it looks as though it's been there for years.
Uh-huh.
Looking at the sides of the bank, do you get up close to it? Like, do you cross over and go towards the lake?
Yeah, man.
Looking at the bank of the sides and stuff, looking around, the vegetation and the way that the algae is formed on the side, it looks like it's been here for years. There's vegetation that is overgrown into it. And with a natural 20 as well, looking out into the middle of this lake, you see what at first you think is seaweed, but you realize is now the top of a tree.
Another tree. Ren's favorite.
Again.
Well, all right. This lake looks like an old lake, but we know that isn't true.
It can't be an old lake.
But do you see that in the middle? Like way out in the middle, it looks like there's a tree peeking out.
It
So,
just
like,
looks like seaweed to me.
it's a tree, trust me. I know trees. Either this lake has disappeared and there's a bunch of trees underwater and we have a strange little underwater forest, or
What? I'm gonna put my I'm gonna
Are you gonna touch the lake?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch the lake. I'm gonna just put my hand in and like swirl it around in the water.
Okay. As you swirl it around in the water.
Dissolves.
Roll
Cool.
a concept. I'm just kidding.
Don't you?
No, as you stick your hand in the water, it's and you're moving it around.
Yeah.
It's just water. You pull it up. It's a little slimy. You know, it's still water, so it's not moving. It's relatively still, and so when you pull it up, it's like just a little slimy and stuff. And you reach back under and you swish a little bit, and you pull it back up, and it's water.
What's the situation with dark vision underwater? If I stick my whole ass head in, like, is it gonna be? Can I see quite a bit more than like humans?
I will say I will give you the dark vision, but I will give it to you at disadvantage because you are opening your eyes underwater, and it's kind of like it's not clean water. It's lake. It's still water. But yeah, you can certainly try.
I look at Ren and I'm like, I'm just gonna go under for a second, and then I go down and roll. It's not very good. It's not very good at all. It's a 6.
6? Yeah, I mean, this wasn't a very big perception. Looking, splashing down in, it looks like a lake. It looks like a lake. However, it also appears as though there's like a deep drop off, and under that you see more of that seaweed like stuff that you know is seaweed, but Ren has been saying that it's a tree, and looking out you see a bed of seaweed.
Does it look like branches? If I were to agree with Ren and say, oh, maybe it's a tree, like, does it look like the branches of a tree?
With the 6, it's hard to see. You see a lot of green and a lot of movement, like plants life, but you can't make it. It's kind of just all mushed together. It's plant. You know, it's a plant. That's it.
I'm gonna come back up and there's a lot more of that seaweed down there. And there's like a drop off. Tree branches.
Do we remember a drop off here? When we first came here?
I don't remember anything. Like, unless this is another way into the underbrush. Like, I know that Gnome was saying that there are lots of other ways to get in. Maybe you can, like, maybe there's an underwater passage.
Well, this definitely wasn't here last time we were here. I'm sort of wondering if this is the reason for that rain we experienced in the underbrush, which everyone was saying was unprecedented. I think maybe
as the dog goes over and is sniffing the water currently.
What's wrong, Val?
I don't know. I don't have to speak with animals.
Kind of goes over and using her nose begins to scratch something in the path, like in the dirt, and it looks like a bunch of sticks and twigs. You don't know what it says.
Oh dear. While she was doing that, I just like surreptitiously prestidigitated Tam's head dry and clean from muck.
That's so nice. Can I does it just look like, okay, I go up to Val and I'm like, okay, bark 1 for everything's okay and 2 for no.
Yes and no.
Oh
Great.
no, Val.
Bark once for you think we should go into the lake, and bark twice for you think we should move away from the lake. Neither?
Oh my god. Okay, Val. Bark once for yes, I should like wild shape out of a dog and then just tell us, and bark twice for I like being a dog right now.
All of a sudden you see as Val drops the form and stands up and goes, sorry, it's weird. It's natural, but it's not natural, and it's magical, but it's not. I don't know. It's not like a good thing or like a bad thing. It's just like a weird thing.
Yeah. Well, it's not an illusion because we can feel it, and I think it is probably what's responsible for the rain under the underbrush. So something happened while we were down there to create this lake, even though it looks like it's been here for ages. I'm not sure what. Maybe we file it away for now in the weird let's think about that later part of our brains and go into the underbrush because the others are waiting for us. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think we should go back in and we can ask. I don't know. We can ask if people have seen a big lake, and then we can just come back up and be like investigate it more, maybe. But we can
always bring the others back here if we think it's worth investigating.
So weird.
Anyway.
Okay.
Turning away slowly from the big ass lake.
Should I?
I think yes. You should be a dog.
Okay, I can do that.
If that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. And she just shrinks back down. Takes a moment.
All right. Are we ready?
Let's go.
All right. Actually, Tam, I'm going to give you one of the sigils that I nicked off of someone at a pub. I believe I have like an artisan sigil, I think.
Yep.
So I'll give you that. And then I'll hold on to... I have 4 different D&D campaigns in this notebook. I can't remember what other sigil I had.
You had one that had an image of a paintbrush on it, and then there was a wheat stalk with a piece of bread, a loaf of bread behind it.
Okay, I'll take that one, and I'll give you the paintbrush. Should you perhaps...
Yeah, I'm gonna
disguise self. Yeah,
I'm gonna turn into like an
yieldy
version of like a douchey art student. Like
okay, like wearing all black or
like with a turtleneck.
Yeah. Round glasses.
Okay, yeah.
Human.
So as close to a medieval Steve Jobs as you can get.
Absolutely.
That's what you got. All right.
Beauty.
Cool.
All right. So now entering the kind of entrance, even though you were here the night before, you feel the familiar coolness that the tent brings, but the surrounding trees and the vines that seem to have grown on them have exponentially grown, and you actually see now vines and tangled roots cover the floor where it was first originally just dirt, and actually have seeped into that hidden palette of a doorway and forced it open, and the tangled vines seem to kind of creep their way, you notice, into the metallic contraption and are jutting in and out and seem to have almost like gutted the thing from the inside and seem to be permanently holding the pallet door open.
Okay. That's strange.
What do you think did that? That's so much magic to do.
Perhaps a very powerful druid or even a god.
Oh god. All right, let's foil that away in weird
let's just
to talk
put
about
that
later as well.
As well in the later pile. Strange. Well, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
I'm just gonna take a leaf or something from the vines and stuff and just like put it away somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, you carefully cut it and kind of with.
Oh no, I just flick it.
Oh no, you just pluck it. Okay, pluck it. Okay, and yep, you now have a clipping of a leaf.
Cool.
So carefully watching your step because the roots have kind of grown and overgrown. Being careful, almost falling once, but then catching yourself. You make your way into the hallway that's leading away. And you find yourself at the familiar entrance, the doorway leading to the underbrush.
Should we go in?
It's locked.
It's
Actually,
locked.
try it, and it's locked.
Can I try to pick the lock?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
What dice should I use? Not that. This one. Sleight of hand, yeah?
Yeah.
13.
13. You hear and you feel it click open as you see a hole about that big in the door. Slide open. Hello?
Oh, hello!
Hello there.
Hello?
Why can't we get in?
Can I help you?
We live here, why can't we get in?
I'm sorry, I can't. The door, I
We
can't hear.
live here!
Please let me and my old mother in, please. my very old mother. Please, please open the
There is
door.
no need to shout. Okay.
Okay.
Please state your business.
We live here!
We would like to go to our home, thank you, and please.
Can I please see some identification?
We hold up our sigils.
Okay, 1 sec. And then you hear you kind of it slides shut and then of just several locks on the other end unlatching as well, and you hear and just and on the other side of the door you see jumping down from a large what looks to be like almost apple crate is a small goblinoid figure dressed in pink kind of robes and like flashy, not very flashy, it's pretty casual, but with the exception of the hot pink color, with a brown kind of like waist, tying it all together with brown sandals, some bracers, a big bright pink pointed hat that kind of curves into a tip, and hanging down has got some little metal hoops and is appearing to be holding a cane that has what looks to be a large goblin head on top, made of metal with a bulbous nose. The creature himself is a yellowish looking goblinoid creature with the long ears, what appears to be a bite taken out of one of them, the sharp teeth, everything that goes, yes, can I please see those, please?
I think this. Is this not close enough for you? And I just kind of.
You.
Oh, Jesus! Fine. Okay. Oh my God.
Okay, they're good. And then gives back to you and goes, okay, well, I'm sorry, but there's been a lockdown. I'm sure you heard, but we have to. I'm going to escort you back to your living location. I'm going to escort you back to your house.
Why has there been a lockdown, may I ask?
Oh, you haven't heard? Well, some people came in the other day. I don't know. My master knows more than me, but all I know is that anyone who comes in here and anyone who comes anywhere, we're under lockdown. They're searching for something.
Who are they searching for?
I don't know. You'd have to ask my master.
Okay. Wow, fuck. All right.
You want to talk to him? I bet I could call him.
I look at Ren like just yes or no, like winking.
Who's your master?
Yeah, let me. Master Sander!
Oh, jeez.
And begins just calling and looking out. Actually, it is quite vacant, whereas before it was very similar to when you actually first entered. It's very vacant. Everything's quiet, and it seems to kind of echo when you hear some distant rumbling. And from behind him, you hear, "There's no need to shout. I'm right behind you." And he goes, "Oh, Master, these are they wouldn't know why." And he was like, "I was right behind you. I heard." Yes, hello. And what you see before you is a reedy looking, very thin, gaunt looking man. He has a large, the back of his head is covered. He looks almost like Professor Quirrell in a sense of just like a very gaunt, like painfully, like unhealthily thin man with dark blue robes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like dark blue robes and kind of these piercing blue eyes. And he goes, "Yes, hello, hello. Sorry, I forgot to ask. What, with your disguised self, what like, was it just an art student?"
Like male, human male.
Okay. Yes, hello, gentlewoman and sir. We are conducting a test of sorts. There's nothing to be alarmed about. And he kind of like looks at the creature. Perhaps he gave more away than he should. And he kind of just shrinks down a little more and he goes, "We're just simply conducting a test to make sure that you and your safety are taken care of. Now, if I would please allow my servant Urk to escort you to wherever you need to be, and we can make sure that you get home safely."
I think thank you for your concern for our safety, but I think that's quite all right. We can make ourselves find our way back.
I insist.
No, we wouldn't want to waste any of your servants' time. Please, you've already done so much, clearly.
Well, that's fine. Urk, you stay here. I'll escort these two persons.
Jesus. Okay, wonderful. Right this way.
Of course. And he begins following behind you. Not even listening carefully, it appears almost as though he's so light-footed that you can't even hear him behind you, but looking behind you, you feel his presence kind of bearing down on you, his eyes almost piercing the back of your skull.
Well, shit. So can I guess if I'm taking lead, can I lead us towards the tavern that we saw the drow in?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. As you're walking, Ren, make just a wisdom check for me, please.
Fucked up, Jules.
14.
14. You actually recognize this gentleman. If you recall, once when you and your group were in the center of the town square when they first announced Kayleen, you noticed this man staring at you from...
What's that dude?
I don't remember that at all.
Well,
Okay.
Ren does.
I'll take your word for it. He was okay.
He stared at all of you, kind of noticing you, whispered something to someone in the back, and then whispered something to Alsdare, and then Osdare turned around and walked into the house, the big house.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
we're going to the tavern.
Okay, so you walk towards the tavern. It's an awkward silence. You see this man. He's very creepy in a sense, and you feel him gazing in the back of your skull, and you realize that perhaps this is a precarious situation that you are now in.
I turn to the guy and I'm like, sorry, your subordinate said that you were looking for somebody. Is that why all the security?
Yes, unfortunately, my servant is a little confused and misspoke. I assure you that absolutely everything is fine. We are conducting our standard test as normal.
Okay. And when will your lovely accompaniments be ending?
When you get to your destination, of course. Which, remind me, where exactly are you? And it's fascinating. Please tell me, what is it that you do in your guilds?
Mother, why don't you tell the nice man?
Oh, well, I bake.
That's wonderful. How quaint.
You look like you could use some feeding yourself, young man.
And you?
Oh, me. Sorry. Oh gosh, I was staring out into space. I mix paints. I'm a paint creator. I'm really more of an artiste, actually.
An artist.
Yes,
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Do you have anything worth of value that perhaps I am a bit of a collector myself? I'd be happy to look at some of your paintings.
Oh well, I'm actually so popular that I sold them all. So I'm afraid you can't see any of them right now. But I'd be happy to commission something for you.
Is that so?
It is so. I'm in very high demand, but for a man of your stature, I'm sure I could look into something.
Absolutely. I will have my people contact your people.
Perfect.
And what is your name?
Victor.
Victor. Wonderful.
Yes.
I am Sonder. I'm
Sandor.
Steward of Courage, although I'm sure that I need no introduction.
Out
No.
of character, what?
It's Sander, Steward
Okay.
of Courage.
Okay.
Gil, you know who this is, but you're not here.
But I mean, my grandmother, my mother, and I don't really get out all that. We're not really politically savvy, so perhaps you could elaborate for us. She's very old.
Oh.
I'm very old.
Yes.
I am the right hand and kind of oversee the day-to-day production of him. In fact, I was personally in charge of the foundation of the guild, so your paintings and your baked goods can now flourish in the system of my creation.
Well, with contacts such as yourself, we're very lucky, aren't we, Mother?
I like to bake.
Indeed, you do.
We're actually we currently reside in this tavern here because it's a little more sort of, we like a transient life. So we're just going to head on here if that's okay, and we'll part ways.
Wonderful. Well, it was so nice to meet both of you. Now,
An absolute pleasure.
now, make sure that you aren't seen wandering about the underbrush. Again, we are conducting a test, and my underlings, well, they're not all as polite and generous as I am.
Understood.
Take care, Victor. And slowly, like, you realize, you look up and you see the tavern, and he kind of just walks away with not taking his eyes off of you, just like slowly just kind of drifts off.
Does he just glide? Is he like, has he got Heelys?
Yeah. He's got Heelys on. He's got a hoverboard actually, and he just
gets out of sight. Cool. I guess I wait until he's like super out of sight and then look at Ren.
Okay.
Like,
make a perception check.
oh fuck.
Both of us?
Oh, that was a natural one, so
Should I make one as well?
Are you waiting till he's gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be probably looking at the thing that's moving.
All right, make a roll.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Perception?
Mhm.
My passive is higher, so 17.
What did you roll?
I rolled 9 plus 5, 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tam, he's gone.
I blink and he's just not there anymore.
Yeah. You see, as you see him, you kind of start zoning out for a second because you're like, how does he do that? Does he have like wheels on his feet? And then you look back up and he's gone.
I'm so scared, but I'm so intrigued. Should we go in, maybe? Should we go inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Come on. Val, and then we just go in the tavern.
Meanwhile, while you guys enter the tavern, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Chilling.
Yeah, basically just chilling.
I don't want this entire session to be taken up by this. So
Oh yeah.
just making sure that you guys get to do something if you want to.
I mean, it's like watching a movie, so I'm thrilled. But I guess guilt eating a sandwich or something.
Nora is reading the book that Gil gave her.
Okay.
Augie is reading the paper that Helm gave him.
Nice. Jess, I will send you a document with all the stuff in that book.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys enter the tavern.
Quick question. When Val beast shaped, could I have taken her staff from her?
Yeah.
Her like magic staff. Am I able to use it, or is Tam able to use it?
You have to be attuned to it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Is that the one that gives you pass without a trace?
Pass
Cool
without a
looking
trace.
staff.
Pass without a trace. That's kind of what I was looking for
That
there.
is pretty neat.
Well.
You enter the tavern. It's relatively crowded actually, because you get that with people not allowed outside, many people ushered in to find a place for alcohol and food that they wouldn't have to leave for quite a while.
Question. Looking around, do I see either Gilm, the orc dude we talked to, or the drow guy whose name I think is like Irino, but I might be getting that wrong?
With your passive perception, Gilm is not there.
Okay.
However, looking in the corner, you do see a dark, hooded figure, very reminiscent of a person that you saw earlier.
Cool. I sort of nudged Tam, and without looking at him, say, I think drow friend is here. Should we both go speak to him, or what do you think?
Let's go. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do strong and silent quite well. Maybe he'd like respect that.
All right. If I give you big help eyes, maybe come over and assist. But I can try to do it alone.
Yeah. Okay. I'll come like close so I can overhear you, but I won't I'll let you do the talking, and then just like maybe give me a thumbs down behind your back if everything's going tits up.
Will do. Can I remember? You bought him a drink last time. Can I remember what that drink was?
Yeah, Kate. Remember what we did 6 months ago?
Yeah, come on, Kate.
Oh my god.
You can make something up if you think I would remember.
You would totally remember. You definitely remember what it was. And you order that.
Okay, I do that. I order that, and I order, I don't know, elven wine if they have it.
Elvish family wine.
Yeah, and I take both over to the table, and I just sort of sit down across from him with my back facing Tam and slide his drink over to him.
Okay. You see a grayish purplish hand reach out at the stem and just slide it back. He goes, You have my attention.
Do you remember me? I looked a little different last time you saw me, I think.
Is that all you came here for?
No, you seemed to know something last time we spoke. Something about this place.
I know many things. And
I believe that. My friends and I are sort of at a stage where we are questioning everything. And we're just sort of hoping for some enlightenment on the truth of this place, of the ruler here, and of certain underground societies. Do you know any of those truths?
Underground societies. We are all underground. Don't you agree? Make a persuasion roll.
Oh boy. Do I have that? Oh, I have that. What the fuck? Okay. Oh no. That's a 2 plus 4, 6. Dang it.
I am but a traveler myself. Why would you think that I know so much as this? And
You have an aura of wisdom. You seem like you've seen a lot.
And why should I give you this information without getting any of my own?
Well,
what is your name?
I am Ren.
What is your true name?
Ren is all you need. That is my true name now.
Interesting. Ren. And your friend?
I assume you're talking about the half-orc behind me?
Of course.
That is Tam. A well-intentioned bard.
And tell me, Ren and Tam, what do you want from me?
Like I said, we want truths that we've been unable to find here ourselves.
Truths come at a cost. What would you give me?
Can I mosey on in a bit closer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll just go ahead and be like, the jig's up.
The jig's up. Yeah, Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go sit down with those guys.
What sort of... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
What sort
Information
of... You want information?
requires information.
Well, what sort of information are you interested in?
And you kind of see, and he takes another step. Tell me a secret.
Just any secret?
Depending on how good of a secret it is. I know many things. If you give me a good secret, maybe I'll give you one back.
I mean, do you want to know why we're here? Do you want to know who our allegiances belong to? Is that the kind of secret you're looking for?
That is a secret that you seem willing to give. I want a secret you are unwilling to give. You can whisper it. I won't tell anyone. I'm very fond of whispering.
Tam.
Yes?
Do you mind stepping away for a moment? I'm sorry.
Alright. I'm gonna step away back to where I was.
No one take out their headphones.
I don't have headphones in, but I promise I'm going on mute.
Cool. You want a secret that I am unwilling to tell. You want something I've never told anyone. I am responsible for the deaths of my family. How's that for a secret?
Takes a moment. Takes a long sip. What would you like to know?
Are we good?
Yeah. Do you know of the den of smugglers that lives below this city and operates? Animal smugglers, specifically. I slide over the sigil of the smugglers.
Kind of takes it. I've heard whispers, as one does.
Have those whispers told you whether they are indeed smugglers or rescuers?
Smugglers, rescuers. Depends. Names are a fickle thing. It can seem one way to one person and one way towards the other.
Are they taking animals from freedom and putting them into captivity? And are they receiving money for it?
Freedom is a myth. We all move from one place of captivity towards the other. They take animals, that's true. They hold them, that's true. They place them somewhere else. But one is never truly free.
What is that somewhere else?
Anywhere. Not in Elzheim, usually. Usually under Elzheim or away from Elzheim across the seas.
And they do it for money.
Well, that is how this world, this continent gets around, does not.
Right. I do have another question. Alistair. Is he a good king? Does he have good intentions?
Rulers in their life have good actions, bad actions. They all try to do what they think is right in the world. Who knows what is right? The only way you can get that is through knowledge. If you are unsatisfied with your answer, perhaps you should ask better questions.
I'll wave Tam over again.
Yeah, I'll come over. All right. I look at Ren and I'm like, did you get any information?
I got vagaries.
Right.
Do you have any questions that might pry a more specific answer?
Yeah, I do. Does that require a secret?
I think mine should pay for a great deal.
What is your question?
What do you know of outside the underbrush? What do you know of other places, other organizations?
What kind of other organizations?
Ones that are in Valashi. I'm happy to give a secret if that would make your answers a little less vague.
Information in exchange for information. That seems fair.
I look at Ren.
Does it not?
Would you like me to step away?
If you don't mind.
Do you want the earbuds out as well?
Yes, please.
Y'all don't trust anyone. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I lean in to this dude and I whisper in his ear. I did something reckless a long time ago, and a lot of people died. Is that good enough for you?
Lots of people do reckless things and people die every day. What'd you do?
I went somewhere that there was an illness or an infection, and I didn't think to check. I didn't think to stop, and I went back to my village, and everybody started getting sick, and yeah, a lot of people didn't make it through, but I did. So yeah, there you go.
What would you like to know?
What do you know of the Magic Guild, and what do you know of Nali, if you know of her at all?
The Magic Guild. Yeah. Proud and arrogant, allowed to use magic where other people are stifled. They think they do what is best for the world. They do what is good. Nali, I do not know much. I know her by another name.
What's her other name? Come on. I think that's a fair exchange.
She does. There are many people who live many different lives, such as your friend here, who goes by a different name.
I know.
Just, and he turns to you. They turn to you and they say, "You do not tell me of your life, your name, you're a different person now.
Yes.
Why do you not treat Nali with the same kindness and opportunity?"
Because we are trying to do something right. And we want to be certain that we're doing it for the right people, the right reasons.
Mm.
We want to be able to trust her.
And
we can't
you
do it
ask
unless we
for,
know her.
and you ask for her trust by knowing me, by trusting me.
We ask for truths.
Nali tries to do what's right. Does she succeed? I don't know. That's up to her. Whether she listens to the right knowledge.
Okay. Well, I sort of get up from my chair and I'm like, I think we're done here.
One more question. Do
I
you
grow
know
tired of this.
we gave you a great deal? I think you saw how much it cost us. One more question. Do you know who leads the smuggling organization? A name.
Names do not matter.
They matter to
After you're
me.
dead.
Give it to us anyway.
You already know it.
Oh. Okay. Right, this has been great.
It was nice to meet you, Ren and Tam.
Enjoy your drink. I chuck mine back and get up from the table.
I look forward to the next one.
Mic drop.
See you next time. And kind of just goes back to drinking.
I turn to Brandon. I don't think there's anything left for us in here in the underbrush. I want to see Gil.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. I want to see Gil, but I don't want to go looking for him because then we just go deeper into the city and we might not get out.
That's fair.
1 second though, and I guess I'm gonna assume that I have parchment and paper on me. Is that okay to assume?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. And I'm gonna
you take out. It's got some some staffs. It's got a trouble and trouble cloth and some staffs that you were working out your puns and your rhymes schemes.
I scribble out a pun and I'm like, ah, shit. And then I write a note and I'm gonna go over to the barkeep and just say, excuse me, do you know a half-orc called Gilm?
Half-orc called Gilm? Can't say I do, but lots of people travel through my tavern.
If you see, he's pretty big and he's part of one of the guilds. If you see him or hear of him, do you mind just giving this to him? And please be discreet and please don't read it because that's just a dick move.
I'll make sure he gets it unread.
Unread, thank you. And I'm going to give him 10 gold.
Thank you kindly.
Okay. All right. Sick.
Okay. Do you guys have any other business?
No.
Okay.
I think we're just going to try and get out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say, takes you the better part of an hour. carefully skating around, following Val with her sense of smell and able to, and your passive perception. I say there's a couple of close calls, but for the sake of time, we won't get into it. You guys make it back to the group. They've been gone for about 2 hours or so. Right as Val, right as you guys get back, Val kind of drops out and goes, "That was great timing. I was almost done."
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little dehydrated. And then she goes over and kind of pets PB&J and is like, "Wow, that was so weird." "Hey guys, I found some chocolate on the floor and I ate it as a dog. What do you think that's gonna do?"
Oh, can we roll like a intelligence?
Sure. Roll medicine check.
8.
Honestly, you have no idea.
You'll be fine. No, you'll be absolutely. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm like, dogs eat chocolate all the time.
Well, because tieflings, I can eat chocolate, but like I don't. Oh gosh, I'm just not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna, and then just goes over and pets PB&J and kind of listens. "Is chocolate bad?" Like just kind of talking to PB&J.
And Gil, so I go over to Val and I put my head in her lap. "I missed you."
Oh.
Right in that.
Kind of like.
I put my head so that she has access to pet my head as well.
She kind of runs her fingers through your hair, just kind of being very nice, and like, "Wow, it's so soft and no split ends. How do you do that?"
L'Oreal.
And I thought maybe it was Maybelline. All right.
Anyway,
Love you, Mike.
so a few things have occurred, and I'm speaking to everyone. So on the way back, we saw that there is now a lake where there was not a lake. Yes. We sort of poked at it for a minute because it was strange, and I found that it looked natural, but there are trees underwater, so it's like a lake has just been superimposed over.
And there's a big
forest.
dip in the
middle.
middle.
A big trench sort of thing, and I think perhaps the lake might be responsible for the rain we experienced in the underbrush.
Can I go back to the part where you said you poked the lake?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I didn't poke the lake. A certain bard poked the lake. But listen.
It was, you know what? It's just water. It's just water.
And some algae.
And I put my head in it and it was fine. So, like, whatever.
But the lake.
Miller, we can't hear you.
What was that, Jess?
So the lake wasn't there and we came off like yesterday.
We might have just sort of been distracted. It might have been there.
Well, it was night. It was nighttime when we came up.
Yeah, and we were sort of running, so we may not have noticed it.
Did you think it was magical?
Sorry?
Val said it was magical and not magical at the same time. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it was really weird. I didn't really know what to make of it. It was like, it was natural, but like super fast. I don't know. It was weird.
Hang on 1 second. Can anyone detect magic? And I'm going to take out the leaf I brought. Because the entire, like, entry to the underbrush was filled with leaves and vines and stuff. So if anybody knows if this is magical or not, that would be helpful.
Yeah, that's odd thing number 2, is that the entrance, where before there were just ordinary trees, it was incredibly overgrown and there were vines everywhere. And the door, like the big door, was stuck open. So...
Can I just look at the leaf and see if I'm not going to cast detect magic on a leaf, but can I roll?
Do it, Jess.
Make an Arcana check.
That's 10.
13.
Nice. 10.
Oh, 10?
Yeah.
It's a leaf. Looking at it, it's a leaf.
I think it's from a yew tree, but otherwise, no.
Okay. All right, and then we got there, and there was a goblin in like a hot pink suit. It was a lot.
Okay,
Gilf, you might know him.
right, what did we find out?
His name was Urk.
He wasn't very important.
And his master.
Do I know this goblin?
Well, okay. So technically, Urk is not a goblin. He's a Nilborg.
Ooh,
It's a goblinoid
okay.
figure, but not necessarily a goblin. Kind of racist.
They're not all the same.
Kind of
Sorry.
racist. They don't all know each other, but yeah.
Wait, but I do know Sander.
Yeah, but they haven't mentioned him yet.
So basically, this goblinoid person was guarding the entrance, and then they were saying something about the master, and then the master showed up, and the master was this like skinny motherfucker named Sander.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he insisted upon accompanying us to our residence, which we don't have, so we just went to the tavern.
Why did they have to assist you?
I don't know.
Were you being suspicious?
The underbrush is on lockdown. The entire place is on lockdown. I assume because of us.
They were he said he was doing a test or something. Everyone was inside. Everyone was inside. Nobody was on the streets.
They locked it down because of us. But we left. They know we left.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't us. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, we did try to go back in. So.
The last time they locked it down, there was a huge hill giant, remember? And there was all those like little creature things that came out of the crystal. So maybe that was it.
That's true. So once we actually got into the tavern, we thought we'd look around for Gilm and that shady motherfucker. We found the shady motherfucker. I don't remember his name. We had some drinks with him. Oh, the drow boy who killed your lovely friend.
Killed my owl.
Yes.
That's nice.
What's my owl's name, Ren?
Oscar. It's probably just Jules forgetting because we keep playing months apart. Oscar. Yes, we had drinks with him. He asked
He was
us,
so evasive. It was fucking useless. Well, it wasn't useless.
He was,
but...
yeah. Basically, he waxed philosophical for a while about society and freedom and capitalist structure and
it's like, what is money? What are
dickhead.
names? What are
What
everything?
is freedom? He thinks he's really cool. He thinks he's really cool. Anyway, he told us very little. He did say that the smugglers, he refused to say whether they were smugglers or rescuers, did take animals from places and move them other places for money. He wouldn't use the word freedom because apparently that's not a thing to him.
And he said that Nolly was apparently, she thought she was legit and she's trying to be legit, but we don't, like, what is being legit, what is being right. She thinks she's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Was he eating avocado toast as well?
Oh god.
No, but I could smell it on his breath.
You asked him about Nolly.
Yeah, he did say that Nolly used to have another name, which I think is probably true considering that I saw her around Angarlan Manor back in the day. So she probably went under another name at that point. I don't know. I can't remember.
Did Sanders leave?
Did he leave?
Did he see you leave?
Oh, did he see us leave? I don't think so. We tried to be quite stealthy about it.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
I mean,
I'm gonna look around now.
Sort of fancy magic to disguise himself, which is, I mean, entirely possible. I don't think so.
Why?
What do you know about him?
Yeah, what's his deal? Other than being
What do I know about Sander?
annoying.
It's in your notes.
Oh.
Do you have your notes pulled up?
See.
Ooh.
What do I know?
So, okay, you found out that the smugglers move animals from one place to another for money. That's hardly groundbreaking. And that Gnarly is maybe a little bit squiffy, which we already knew, and she probably had another name, which, again, not that surprising considering she's a half-elf, probably lived 100 years. So what did we find out?
Very little.
Okay.
He
found
was a
out that-
dickhead, I told you.
But
Yeah,
we
well,
found
he
out
killed
that-
animals. Of course he's a dickhead.
But we found out that Nolly is trying to do what's good.
Yeah, but oh god, it felt like everything he said felt like a loophole. Like it was just.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
asked him about Alistair. Asked him if Alistair was a good ruler / good person, and he said that Alistair basically made the best decisions he could. So
okay, I think we should go back to Valachi. Maybe try and find out a little bit about the guild we're working for along the way. You know,
I agree with that.
and if we can make a decision. I don't want to. If Nolly is as sketchy as I'm getting the impression she is, I don't know whether we tell her what we found here on this mission.
I think we keep everything to ourselves until we know who the information is going to, and until we determine that whoever that is trustworthy.
Maybe we can talk to the other members of the guild. I like Quimby and Ollie. I trust them. You know, maybe they have more information.
I think Tony would be worth speaking to, if only because he's outside of the guild. He's outside of the guild, but he knows them. He's affiliated with them, so he might have information. Also, he's rather partial to me, so I think
You don't say.
source of information right there. Also, we
Well,
haven't seen him for 1,000 years. It's time.
Yeah. If we can find him.
Ready? Okay.
That's
That can be part of his plan as well.
Gilf, do you remember what you know about Sonder?
Basically, that he's a creepy motherfucker.
Thank you.
You don't want to. You're welcome.
Okay.
Wait, you don't have more than that?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I'll let you know more. Because I thought I gave it to you, but I guess I didn't. You know that he is very, like, he has a very deep interest in the leadership, and he is trying to uproot Alistair.
Oh, shit.
Motherfucker.
So I relay that information to the group.
Yeah.
Sketchy boy.
Oh.
Oh my god, do you think that was a coup? Do you think they were locking it down because something's happened politically?
Well, large environmental changes might also be a clue as to, like, big changes happening in the underbrush. I don't know, maybe it's connected. Maybe there is a coup and, I don't know. Everything's strange.
Did you guys, were there a lot of people around? What?
No, it was fully locked down. Everyone was inside.
We
Wow.
That's
barely
why there were
got
so many
out
people at
for
the
him.
tavern.
And this lake was just a natural,
It
magical.
looks, I mean, we can go back and look at it if you'd like.
I
If you
don't
think
know.
it's worth it.
Is there a way for there to be some kind of, isolated, progression of time?
That's sort of what I was wondering. I haven't heard of anything like that. Nor have you.
Make a history check.
Cool.
And I would say,
Whatever.
Nora, you can make a history check as well.
Wait, me or Ren?
You. Because you were asking about it. Ren, if you want to, you can as well.
Oh.
Nora,
Natural 20!
Yeah, I got
That's your
5.
second one.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
I got 11.
okay.
That's 23 total.
23. Okay. Wait. You didn't do that with advantage, right?
No.
Okay,
Straight
cool.
roll.
Because I was like, technically you're in the forest, but this doesn't relate to anything.
Mhm.
So instantly when they say like isolated time shifts, there's no such thing as like isolated thing, but that there was a lot of difficulty with time and spatial shifts, and kind of like both with the creation of the planes as well as when the gods were on the earth.
Right.
When they left, that kind of thing tended to disappear.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Actually, I may have just remembered something.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on what I saw and what you just said, Gilf, I sort of wonder if a god is among us, or God's influence.
Well,
Well, yeah.
say,
Because
I'm no god, Ren. Honestly, I'm just very, very clever.
right, the second god is among us. I'm thinking, like, in my history lessons we learnt about like the creation of the planes, and during that time, and whenever gods walked the earth, like there were issues with spatial and temporal, I don't know, fuckery. I'm not a magician. I don't know fancy terms for it, but I think that's what's happening here.
Magician?
Magic user,
I
mage, wizard, druid, anyone with magic.
Okay, so it's some funky, time-warpy, wibbly-wobbly stuff.
Due to a god. Yes, I think. Probably.
Is it hell?
I can ask.
Could be Hell? Could you ask Hell? Could you ask him if
Yeah.
any of his
Is it your boy?
pals are down here as well?
Yeah, just should I ask if there's a god in the underbrush?
Or near the underbrush, or yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
Uh,
Are we working for good people?
yeah, could you give some guidance?
Yeah. I'll
Does he
ask.
know a lady who lives in the moon and has black skin and white hair? Because I'm curious about
Yeah, lady who lives
Moon lady.
in the moon.
Black
Black
skin, white hair.
skin. Cool.
Will Val actually get sick from the
Will
chocolate?
Val get sick from the
Yes,
chocolate?
I'd really like to know. I think
All
that'd
right.
All of these are of equal importance.
Top priority.
Okay. So we have.
Sit under a tree and carry on reading my book.
Is there a god near in the underbrush? Are we working for good people? Lady who lives in the moon with black hair, with black skin and white hair, and is Val gonna be okay? Because she has a cat.
What the fuck?
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask him. Sure. So I'm gonna sit down and start praying. Like, hey, home. I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about things. Please.
Roll a percentile die for me, please.
Oh no. Ooh. That's a 50.
You get half of help. Just right half.
Okay. So you're praying. What do you say?
Okay. I have a few things I really need to ask you and thank you for. Please.
You pray really, really hard. So hard. And there's just silence. And then you hear, bruh, what's up?
Oh, you guys never met him before.
Look, I love ya, but like, I'm dealing with some stuff right now. Like, is it fast? Like, I gotta do some stuff right now.
Yeah, totally. How can I? 3 questions. Does that sound good? Okay.
Man, all right, come on.
Okay. So the guild that we're working for, are they good people? Are they doing the right thing?
You know what, bro? Sometimes in your heart, I've told you this time and time again, bro. Sorry. Do you think that they're protecting people? Like, in your heart, do you feel that? Listen to your heart, dude. I'm giving you the tools. You gotta listen.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Also, is there a god near or in the underbrush?
Well, I'm always with you, brah. So, bro, I mean, I can put out my feelers. I can have my guys. I mean, you're one of my guys, so you guys gotta talk to some other guys and put some feelers out for me. But bruh, if you find anything out, let me know, man, because that's against our whole agreement.
Oh,
that's no bueno.
Okay. Thanks, bro. I'll talk with some other of your people, your bros. Also, there's about. Do you know anything about a lady who lives in the moon with black skin and white hair?
What? Bruh, look, I get it. All right, I'm a god. That's pretty dope. But I don't sounds like a drow. I'll put out some feelers. I'll let you know what I know, but I gotta do this later, man.
Okay.
Bro, there's some shit happening right now. Bro, you know I love you. I love you.
Of course.
And we gotta have the discussion. Hey, you done anything with that platinum that I gave you yet?
Nope, not yet. I'm waiting for the right time to use it.
Okay. Hey, you know what? You're good at protecting people. I'm proud of you, bro. Keep doing you. All right? And also, bruh, live a little. Come on, it was just your birthday. Do something fun. Protect some people,
Okay, yeah, sure. If that's what you want, I'll do that.
Bruh, as long as you're protecting people, I trust you. I got a lot riding on you, kiddo.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Deuces. I gotta be going to that malt shop in the sky, so I'm gonna.
Grease reference.
It's just for Miller. It's just because Miller knows. All right.
I despise that musical with every fiber of my being.
I know you do, bro. I know.
All right. And if someone eats chocolate when they're transformed into a dog, is that gonna affect them?
I mean, are they like a dog or are they like a person?
No, they're like a druid who turned into a dog. Ooh. Then transformed back into a human, but ate the chocolate as a dog.
Dude, for reals, I have no idea.
Okay. Well, thanks for the talk. Anyway.
Hey. Be careful, dude. All right? I can't say much, but be careful. All right?
If you talk about anything, vent about what you're going through, I'm all ears.
We'll get
whenever. Sounds good. All right. Some bro brunch.
Hey, Augie. Be careful.
Is something really happening?
Just get ready. I gotta, and then it's kind of like you hear almost like celestial version of just beep, beep, beep.
Cool. I snap back. So he wasn't very helpful.
Seems to be a theme these days. No one has answers.
He said to figure out the guild to listen to my heart.
Right.
He has no idea about the Lady in the Moon. He said to talk to maybe some other followers of Helm to see if they know about any god in the underbrush and near that area. He also doesn't know about to do if someone ate chocolate as a dog.
No.
But
You guys, I'm really scared. Should I throw up or something?
I'm gonna go up to Val and I'm gonna cast healing. I'm gonna give her a hug and cast healing word.
Aww.
Nice. Oh,
This is why I'm an artist.
But he seemed
Welcome.
a little cute.
Well,
He seemed nervous. But
Nervous.
like something's happening. He kept telling me to be careful, and he said to get ready.
oh,
I don't know what that means. It seemed that he was really busy and couldn't talk to me because of that reason.
Did you
What is
see
it with gods and being ominous and vague?
it's really ominous.
I've been
gods
asking
and
that.
dudes in bars? Just. Ugh. So wait, has he ever seen nervous or like that before?
Has he ever seen nervous or like that before?
Not to you. He's a chill surfer dude. Like he's not nervous about anything. He's protective, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never seen him like this.
That's unnerving.
Yeah.
Well,
But do we want to go back to the lake and investigate it, or do we want to go away from the lake and go back to Valashi?
Wow.
I think
Away.
so.
Let's go back.
Shall we? Well, we have our grand steeds back and a cart still, so
Go down the old town road.
yeah.
Gonna ride till you can't no more.
Yeah.
Question: What time is it roughly? Just like
I'd say it's about midday. You remember that your travel time was about a day and a half, 2 days. So you're gonna have to rest in between.
well, shall we get going?
I know you said you wanted to head up north, but we gotta go back to Valashi for a wee bit. You don't have to come, but it's up to you.
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I was really distracted. Val's still playing with my hair.
Sorry, it's just really soft.
Oh yeah, I see that. Well, I know you said you wanted to go up north, maybe, but that's not really an option right now. We got to go back to the guild, really. So, if you're cool with that, then fine. Yeah.
Do you know about how long you'll be?
Oh, well, it's a couple of days, maybe less travel back to Valashi, and I guess I don't know after that what we'll be doing.
As Val continues to play with my hair, I just kind of forget what we were talking about, and I'm like, yeah, cool, sounds great.
Yeah, okay, everyone, let's skedaddle.
Move
Roll
out.
out.
Usually I'm the one doing all this stuff. It's kind of nice. Now I see what people think.
Yeah, okay. Okay, never mind.
All right. So if we are traveling rules, I need one person to roll navigation. I need one person to roll survival. Yeah. Who?
What would navigation be? What role?
Navigation. Oh shoot! I think navigation's intelligence. I
Okay.
feel like that's right.
Survival is wisdom.
Yeah.
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 I'll go
Survival
ahead and-
system.
I'll roll survival if someone else wants to roll.
I'll do navigation then.
Cool. And I get advantage?
Yep, because you're in a forest.
15.
12.
12 and 15? Okay. All right. So, as you continue on, the navigation DC was pretty low because you all followed the main road and along the river. So, basically, and because you are traveling back where you came from, you have traveled this route before, albeit in a different direction. So, that's not an issue. Ren, you and your elven eyes are making sure that you're keeping the party safe, making sure, watching out for anything. And even though you're going further down south, you notice that for the first time, it's pretty windy where you are through these trees. It's getting kind of cold. You realize that you're right on the cusp of the new year or the new cycle. Pretty soon, you know that it's dead winter. So even though you're in a coastal climate, it's still getting kind of chilly. And you the wind chill is particularly harsh as you're getting kind of batted in the face a little bit. It's pretty windy. You with a 15 survival check? It's 15?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're good. Yeah. You're fine. You hear in the distance, you hear some you see some clouds rolling, you hear a little bit of like a rumbling in the distance. You get the feeling that it probably won't rain today, but maybe in the next couple days. Yeah. But the travel goes without a hitch, and you set up camp for the night. You get about halfway there. You made good time. Kind of sitting down, and unless you guys want to do anything, you go to sleep. It's cold as you go to bed. It's the kind of cold that like everything's kind of, you feel your joints are getting kind of stiff and you have to huddle into your cloaks a bit more. The giraffes are huddled together for warmth. Moroth is with you, kind of near you. You get the sense that Moroth is more particular towards warmer climates. And it is on a more uncomfortable side of being cold. But
okay.
the night
are we taking watches?
Yeah. So who's on first watch?
I can take first.
Okay.
I can join you.
Lovely.
All right. Both of you roll perception checks. Augie at disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
Sounds good.
I'll roll at advantage because I'm in a
That is a natural 1.
natural 20.
Jules has got 3 of those. That's smart.
Oh my
All
God.
the natural 20s.
It's because I'm in the forest and I'm rolling with advantage for wisdom stuff.
Augie, the cold, it causes you to be stiff, and it's reminiscent of when you were younger and you went out and your father was making you train and do things even in the cold, trying to, one day build up and get that stuff without going too much into it. And you're kind of distracted, reminiscing about your childhood and rereading the note or the paper that you got for your birthday, and just kind of sitting there, unless you would to say anything.
While we're on watch, I'll take my cloak off and put it over Moroth if he'll let me.
He let you kind of.
And then I'll just throughout my watch be using prestidigitation to warm the ground under Nora. I'll just be doing that the whole time because it lasts 6 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, a minute, however long it lasts. I'll just keep doing it.
At one point, Augie looks over and goes and taps you, and you're like, shh, because you're concentrating on the prestidigitation. And you just kind of.
I was actually gonna say something.
Never mind.
I can listen and cast at the same time. It's fine. It lasts an hour, so when I'm not casting.
Cool. Ren, I don't think we've ever apologized for listening in on you and Nora in that conversation way back when.
Oh. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I just wanted to apologize. It was not cool of us.
Well, I can understand your curiosity, and I think I was going to tell you anyway. So it's not a huge deal, but I appreciate the apology.
If it makes you feel any better, we just wanted to make sure you were okay.
I believe that. Oggy. I'm sort of realizing the more I am forced to reveal my own history that we know very little about you. Are you trying to keep secrets, or are you just shy?
No. I don't know. You guys haven't really asked any, real questions. You've asked where I'm from, where I've been.
Yeah. Well, do you have a family?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Back home, it's pretty broken, but it's a family.
What sort of... I don't know how to ask these questions politely. What sort of... Oh. What was your home life like? Were you happy there?
For a while, I thought I was. I thought that this was the best it was ever going to get. When I was young, my mother passed away, so my father continued remarrying. When I left, he didn't have anyone, but I have a sister.
You have a sister? She's alive and everything?
I hope.
Was she a warrior like you, or?
Physically, no, but mentally, oh yeah. Yeah.
Like Nora, then?
Yeah, I guess.
Could I ask why you left? You don't have to tell me if it's difficult. I just was curious. I didn't want...
I grew up thinking my father was the best man I've ever met. And I soon realized that that was not the case at all. So everything that I grew up with and that I believed was shattered, and I didn't want to be around it.
Well, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Well, if I know we haven't asked you much, you've been preoccupied, but if you ever want to talk, I think everyone here cares about you and would be very happy to listen, including myself.
Thanks, Red. I give him a little side hug.
Who's on second watch?
I'll take second watch.
Okay,
I wake
that's
up and I'm
fine.
like feeling the ground. Like, did someone pee? I'm like next to Gilf and I'm like, did you pee on the ground?
Excuse me? Is it because I'm a goblin? Is that why? Is that why you're asking me?
No, just piss on the floor. No,
Ren just watches.
so weird. Like touching the gun over there, and then I like twig it, and I'm like, what? And I like make eye contact with Ren.
You sure you didn't pee yourself?
Yeah, Nora.
Yeah, Nora.
Sometimes
Guys, can you
Sometimes
guys
you gotta
get
go,
down?
you
I'm
gotta
trying to
go.
sleep.
Sorry, Val.
She's trying to sleep.
Sorry, Val.
Okay. So Tam and Nora roll perception checks. Nora with disadvantage.
Hello. That's a 19.
This is math 17.
Okay. Do any of you have a conversation, or just?
Yeah, no, I'm like, were you really angry at me for like touching the lake? Because I feel like there was a moment of just disappointment in your eyes. I made a calculated decision. I thought about it and I was like, it's just water. There's nothing.
Yes. I don't want you to get hurt. I really like you, Tam.
I like you too, and I don't know, like sometimes people just stand around a lot and nothing gets done. And
I agree. I totally agree. I just think, yeah. I think the Feywild thing kind of just, yeah.
I am sorry for that.
It was totally my fault as well. But there's not many other people who speak like us and like full of green. So
those are our two defining features, aren't they?
yeah.
No, I like you as well, and I don't want to disappoint you. It's weird. I feel like you're so much smarter than me, and I just don't want to.
Not the cleverest wizard.
You're the cleverest out of all of us, I think.
Yeah.
Faintly in the distance, both of you with a 17 and a 19, you hear a soft like.
What's that?
Ever so faint, coming from eastward of where you are now.
Is that a cat?
What?
It sounds like it's a cat. It sounds like it's in pain. Oh my god, let's rescue a cat.
No, okay, hold on a minute. Can we just... Does it sound like a cat to me?
Make an
Nate.
intelligence check.
13.
13? Doesn't sound like a cat. You can't place it, but it doesn't sound like a cat.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a cat. Can I click Oscar over eastwards and like follow it?
Okay.
I just hold Tam's hand as like an anchor.
It's the cat. Yeah.
Sure, it doesn't sound like a cat.
So Oscar kind of flies in circles and eventually comes across what looks to be like a hill with an indentation inside. So almost like, I probably should have made roll perception. Oh, whatever, I already said it. So in like kind of like what looks to be a cave almost going into the ground. So like a cavern. Yeah, it's a cavern. And the noise is getting stronger, appears to be coming from there. And you are able to hear now, it's less of a cat, and it sounds more like
That still sounds like a cat. No,
I bamf out of Oscar and I just take off running.
okay, I go off running after her.
Okay, are you not waking the others?
I'm gonna like run and be like, wake everyone up, and then I'm just
okay. Wake up. Okay, before I wake up, I just like give everyone a bit of a shove. Just like dun 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 dun, and then I run up.
Okay. Can you just roll a D20 for me? Can you roll a performance check for me?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
If you're boom, 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 if you're waking them up, I just want to see if they'll hear it.
Okay. That's a 19.
19? Okay, yeah.
Maybe I take my penny whistle out and I just like blow it in everyone's ears as well.
You all just hear like,
God, like a foghorn, like.
You all hear like this penny whistle type-esque, like very high-pitched foghorn, and kind of wake up as you see in your groggy super Tam running off. Nora is gone at this point, but you see them running.
Bolt after them.
Yeah. I look at Moroth and I say, could I, hello, good morning. You're very fast. Can I ride you? I lift my cloak. Thank you. Okay. I will ride Moroth after them.
Oh my god. I'm holding P&J, by the way. Like,
You're bringing the dog? Okay.
we have a dog.
Okay. So as you are running, it's a couple 100 feet away, like maybe 500-600 feet away, but eventually you break out away from the forest for like not necessarily a clearing, but there is a hill that seems to have eroded dirt around it and is leading into a cavern. Nora, you get there first. You hear this and you hear the crying of this baby, and are you going into the cavern?
Yeah, I'm running into the cavern.
Okay. As you run into the cavern, it seems to go deeper and deeper and deeper. You just keep running, and about 200 feet in, you feel something catch your foot and you trip. I'll say make a dexterity saving throw, actually.
18.
18. Okay, so you don't take any damage from that trip, but so you fall and you kind of, and get dusty, and there's dirt and kind of just like it's dusty, dry dirt. And looking back, what you see is this ornate silver box that is pretty heavy. Like honestly, it might bruise your foot, but you're not worried about that now. But it's just this ornate silver box just sitting in the middle of the cavern. At this point, as you trip, Tam now catches up to you.
Can I still hear the baby crying? Is it coming from the box?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Holy shit.
It is coming from the box.
Oh shit. I've helped Nora up. Are you okay?
Yeah, there's a baby in that box.
There's what now?
I open the box.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. You open the box.
Oh god.
You take 4 points of radiant damage as you trigger the trap. As you open it, you get there's a burst of light. Tam, are you right there with her too?
Yeah.
Well? Right. Then you also take 4 points of radiant damage as the light blinds, like quite literally blind you for a second. At this point, the rest of you are nearing the entrance of the cavern, and you see this bright flash of light. And for the moment, you guys temporarily are blinded by this. The rest of you guys that are outside the cavern are not. However, your eyes do take a second to adjust to the cavern as you run in.
Oh shit. Do our eyes clear up after a few moments? Can we see what's in front of us?
Yes, but before that, as you open the box, the sound suddenly stops. And instead, in your blindness, you hear Okay, I need Nora and Tam. I need you to make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Guess I'll die. Oh no.
Wait, actually, are the three of you, when you see that light, are you running in?
Renwood.
I would draw my shield and sort of like take my sword in position.
I'm gonna say that you make a Constitution saving throw too.
Okay. I would have dismounted the rope and left him, like not made him go in with me. Constitution, you said?
Yep.
Oh boy. Con is 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
14.
Oh boy.
14.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh.
The irony.
14. Okay.
Oh my god, Kate, what?
What are your hit points, Nora?
Oh.
Currently it's at 21.
Okay. So you take 15 points of psychic damage.
Nora does.
Yes. Tam and Ren, upon hearing this, your ears begin to bleed.
Oh my god.
You drop to 0 hit points.
Oh my god.
Everyone else, let's roll it. Everyone roll initiative.
Fuck.
Hey, no, Kate, when I roll to 0, I get back up again.
That's right. So you are now at 1 hit point. Still, everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be a hot 17.
Okay.
Jesus.
So you roll.
Anyone over 20?
Oh, sorry.
What? You roll a
when
d20.
you add anything to it?
Your initiative.
Bonus.
Oh
Is
yeah.
it's your dex
Yeah.
modifier?
So I'm actually 19.
So am I.
Okay.
I'm an unnatural 20.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry, guys. That was very in character.
It's the baby.
16?
16. Okay. Let me roll. Okay. Ren, did you roll initiative?
I'm dead.
No, you're not dead. You're just unconscious.
Yeah. But
Can I get you to roll?
you still want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay.
Well,
and
shit.
Nora, what did you get?
19.
19? Oh, okay. Okay. So Tam, you're up first. You fall down and you're still for a second, and then you get back up with your orcish ability and how tough you are as you see a woman completely white except for a single kind of like mark of a red eye here, and wearing a white long flowing dress as she is standing there. Yeah.
Okay, can I do anything, like, will it be my turn to roll, like, any kind of intelligence check? Or can I do that as an extra?
You
Well,
can, for what?
as just to see if I know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, just make an intelligence roll. That can be a free action.
Okay, that's 10.
10?
Yeah.
I think it's with the screaming, it's a pretty low DC. This is a banshee.
Okay, the banshee. Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast. Actually, I might just like hit her with my rapier.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, cool. So that's I guess I just roll. Oh, natural 20.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, cool.
And also, just so you know, with you have that bardic ability if you want.
I do. Okay, can you? Sorry, D&D Beyond is just frozen for me. Do you remember what that ability is?
I can pull it up. I
think-
believe it's 3d6 psychic in addition to your rapier.
It is. Okay, cool.
Or 2d6. I'll double check.
Thank you. So, 1 second. I'm gonna roll 3. So that's plus 6 plus 2 plus 3. 6 plus 2 plus
It's
3.
It's 2d6 psychic damage in addition to whatever you roll.
Okay, cool. So that is 11.
Nice.
And I think I have something called brutal critical, which means that
yeah, did you double? Is that doubled because you rolled a natural 20? So you double all your dice?
Oh my god, this is bonkers. So that's 15 points of damage in total.
Wait, including your double dice?
Yeah, it is. It was only a 3 as a double.
Okay, and then did you include the 2d6 of psychic? Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. 15. Nice. And that counts as one of your bardic inspirations.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Got that.
So quickly you take your rapier out of your scabbard, and with a very quick slash, you actually go for the stomach, and you hear like as you get a nice clean slash across her stomach, nice supinated form.
And I've got a bonus action, so I'm going to healing word Ren. So that's 1d4 plus 5. So that's 9 health points you've got.
Okay. Ren, you have 9 hit points, and you no longer have to make death saving throws.
What was that?
All right. I think Augie, you have higher constitution than Nora, so it is your turn.
Okay. Can I don't know dark vision. Is it like completely pitch black in here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take my torch from my bag.
Okay.
And I'm gonna as I'm passing Nora, like, Nora, light it!
I press to digitate it.
Cool. I'm gonna Give Nora my shield.
I'm gonna say, Nora, that counts as one of your bonus actions. Prestidigitation is a bonus action.
Okay.
I'll let you go out of order, but oh no, it's an action. So lighting that would be your action.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So you say, Nora, light it.
God damn it.
Frozen. Nora's like frozen.
Do I have anything that I can light the torch with? Because I just have a torch.
I will give you. It'll be your action, but I will say pulling it out, lighting it. I will say pulling it out is a bonus action. Lighting it is your action.
That's totally fine. And I have a tinderbox, so we're good. Okay. Cool. And I give Nora my shield. So the torch in one and a sword in the other.
Okay. And do you move anywhere?
Yeah, as close as I can get to.
Okay, you can get right.
Oh no, not like right there, but like I'll stand next to Tam.
All right, Nora. Now it's your turn.
If I move to stand by Ren, which the banshee get like an attack of opportunity or anything?
Are you near? I would say no. If you move to be right near Ren.
Okay, so I'm gonna move and stand in front of Ren, and then I'm gonna hold out my hand, and my eyes are gonna go white, and I'm gonna cast Mind Spike on her.
Ooh, okay. What does that entail?
So, she would have to make a wisdom saving throw, but I'm gonna use my portent roll of 12 so that she failed it.
What is it?
The DC is 13.
Yeah, but what is the damage?
It's if you fail it, you could take 3d8 psychic damage.
Okay. So she automatically fails? You're doing that?
What the fuck is a D8? Oh, okay, this is a D8, right? Yeah, that's good. So, 18 points.
18 points?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And I can also know her location at all times.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So with the rapier slash, you notice that although it gets her, it doesn't seem to be hurt as much by the damage itself than by the stinging ability. Kind of like the sword itself seems to vibrate with that psychic energy, and that seems to hurt her more. And that psychic damage with the mind spike, she goes grasps her head in pain. Okay. Gil, it's now your turn.
So I think I'll try to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. What do you?
So it says choose a target you can see. If it can hear you, it must pass a wisdom save or take 1d4 psychic damage.
Yeah.
And have disadvantage on its next
that's
step.
a natural 1. So she fails. What? How do you mock her?
Have you ever seen the sun? You're about as pale as Nora's eyes.
Okay, and what was the damage?
Nora. Okay, what was that?
What was the damage?
Let's see. So it's a 13. Do I add anything to that?
Wait, you rolled 13 damage, or you just rolled the d20 and you got the 13 on that?
I rolled the d20 and I got 13.
Okay, yeah, that hits. So okay. So then roll the damage for me, please.
I'm rolling the D20 again.
No. So what was? So roll 1d4, please.
Okay. Which one's the D4? Is that the D4?
It's the triangle.
Okay. That's that one. So do you do the top one?
Yeah.
It's a 2.
2? Okay, so 2 points of psychic damage, and now has disadvantage. Nice. With that, she's kind of and hears that, and just kind of stops and kind of looks upset. Like she looks, and is starting to look a little tired, not necessarily bloody, because you all have been dealing just mental thing after mental thing, and it's just, ooh, it's starting to hit her. All right, Ren, now it's your turn.
I'm still on the ground, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my action to just shout like, Mouth, please attack this bitch. And then I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. That's how that works,
Okay.
right? And then
Yeah.
I'm a bonus action hunter's marker. I'm not doing any damage myself this turn, but I'll go ahead and cast it.
Okay.
And then I don't know how much damage Mouth does.
Well, Maroth is about 200 feet outside of the
Oh, really?
cavern, so yeah.
Oh, it's a big cavern.
It's a big cavern, so
okay. Well,
he's running.
Coming.
He's coming.
Great.
You hope he's coming. You hope he heard you. But yeah. Okay. It is now the Banshee's turn. So the Banshee is going to actually is going to, you see, as she and as she breathes in, begins to move forward. Who dealt the most damage? That would be Tam. So she's actually going to move, and
I actually dealt more damage than Tam, if that's what you were going off.
What?
Oh.
Didn't Tam do 15?
I did my maths wrong, so I think I might have actually. And I messaged Kate about it, so I think I might have done more. Yeah. But thank you.
Going to move and actually occupy the same space that Tam is in, and then is going to just no. Yes. She's gonna do that, and she's gonna come here and kind of find the same movement that you are and take the same thing as you are, and she is going to do corrupting touch. So
nice.
that is a 20, not unnatural.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay. That's
He's going down to yelling timber. I don't know. Like, whatever you roll.
17 is 19.
Sick. I'm down.
Points. Okay.
Yeah.
19 points of damage, and yeah, you're down, and she's going to.
Could I have a reaction to that?
Sure. Yeah.
Rebuke the violent. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an 11 plus 0.
Cool. So the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
Okay.
Dang.
All right. So as she deals this damage to Tam and Tam goes down, she herself drops in the same way that Tam does, and kind of you see as Tam goes down onto the ground, she stands there with her like kind of in a hunched position, looks pretty badly hurt, and actually because she is ending her turn and she's in, wait, Yeah. So she's good. All right.
Cool.
So that's her turn. It is now top of the round. Tam, I need you to make a death saving throw for me, please.
Yes, sir. 17.
17. That's best. Okay.
Okay.
Audrey, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna cast command on
Okay.
her.
Okay.
And I'm going to say freeze.
So what does she roll?
Wisdom.
Well, actually, wait. And is that's a charm?
How do I find if that's a charm? And it's enchantment.
Yes. What is it? It says it has to do what you say, or it's charmed to do what you say.
Yeah, you can. It doesn't. Yeah, it has to do what I say, essentially.
Does it? Read it to me, please.
Okay. You speak one word, command your creature you see within range. Must succeed the saving throw on the next turn. Has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it.
Great. So you command it to freeze, and it just looks at you and smiles. Yeah, it's undead. So.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about. I was like,
cool. Okay. For a bonus action, could I just quickly touch Tam and cast something, or not?
Sure.
Okay.
What is it?
I just want to give lay on hands of about 10.
Nice.
I'll allow it.
Cool.
Thanks, buddy. So I'm up to 10.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Nora.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the exact same thing as last time and cast Mind Spike on her.
Okay. So what does she roll?
You have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
God. Wow, that's 6.
Shit.
Okay, so does it do anything on a success?
Does it do half damage?
Half as much.
Okay.
So that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage? Ooh. Okay. All right. Looking pretty hurt at this point. Okay. Still up though. Gil?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Can I cast Vicious Mockery again?
Yes. What do you say?
So I rolled damage, and it's 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you say?
You rolled it first.
I need to...
Oh, you rolled a 3 on the D20?
No.
Okay. Roll the D20.
You need to roll to hit.
11.
That does not. So you go and you start. What do you say?
Your mom!
Oh, God.
I guess I get cut off.
No, you start saying your mom, and she just looks at you and she just laughs at you.
All right, I guess she doesn't have a mom.
Okay. Is that it?
I guess so.
Okay. Ren, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna shoot this bitch with a +1 arrow.
Okay.
Pray for my dice. Wait, what do I even add? I haven't fought anything for a while. Oh no! It's fucking 11.
Oh no.
Doesn't hit. You
No.
go, and for a second, like, she kind of like whips her head around, and in that moment, and goes, bounces off further into the cavern.
Okay. Well, I can't do much else.
Me?
Okay. So being down there.
Wait, sorry. Super quick. Is this a monstrosity?
No.
Okay.
Undead.
Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. I knew where you were going with that. Nice try, but yeah, no, sadly. All right. So she is going to float over. Honestly, because Tam is right there, she's just gonna reach out and just touch.
Fuck me up, Claire. No, Claire.
That's a 19 to hit.
A what?
19.
This happens every
I'm
single fight. I'm
sorry.
up and down like a yo-yo. It's the best thing.
10. That's 12 points of necrotic damage.
And I'm down again.
I'm sorry.
Wait, if it's necrotic, it's not like weird. Like if I go down, like I don't lose any death saves or anything, right?
No.
Okay, cool, nice. Bye guys.
No,
It
it's
sounds
just
like
damage.
oh my god.
All right. And then yeah, and then she's just going to stand, and she's just going to start trying to melt into the back of the cavern. Kind of just as she goes.
Whoa. I'm up next, yeah?
Tam is up next, so death saving throw.
Over.
Oh my god, natural 20, which means I go up to 1
Oh my god.
The orc that doesn't die. Yes. All right. So
That's so funny.
so down, back. You know what? You get knocked down, you get back up again. You are never gonna keep
Exactly.
All right. So that's your turn.
Oh yeah, okay, that's my turn.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Augie, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take my torch. I'm gonna follow after. I'm gonna take my sword. Am I close enough to?
I would say with your full feet of movement, yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And I'll use Divine Smite as well.
Oh, okay. Go for it. So roll the hit.
Please. No, that's a 7.
That's 7.
7.
You are going after her, and she just hovers far enough away, and you just swing wide. Is that all? Can you only make one attack?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So, Nora, it is now your turn.
He's still in the cabin, right?
Sorry, something weird happened on my computer. What was that?
She's still in the cabin.
Yes. I'd say she's about 30 feet away from you right now.
Okay. I was gonna go white again. I was gonna go fucking die.
Okay.
Reach into her mind and twist, and I'm gonna cast Mind Spike again.
All right. What level is this?
It's a second level spell. I've got 3 slots.
You got 3 of them? All right. That's a 15 plus 0, so 15.
What?
What's your DC?
What's your spell DC?
Oh, 13.
It's 15. I'm sorry. She
I
resisted.
didn't roll to hit though, but I got it. Okay. So half damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's his math? Okay.
Kill her, Nora, kill her.
What is math? Hold on. What's half of 18? 9?
9? How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be really gross. I'm just gonna I'm in her head. I'm in her head as if I would be in Oscar's head, and I'm just gonna twist until her mind breaks.
Oh.
She is Augie. You watch as she begins to her incorporeal self begins to fade and begins to try and run into one of the nearby walls as a way it means to get away. And all of a sudden she starts and inside Nora, you just begin to take your hand and all of a sudden you feel it. You've got her. You begin to twist. And you watch as she begins to twist that way, and you watch as her eyes, she turns back to you, Augie, and her eye sockets begin to just bleed, and every inch of her is just oozing out blood, and it's black. It's not red, it's black ichor that begins to just drain out of her, and she opens her mouth to scream, but black, thick blood just pools out of her and just collapses on the floor.
Cool.
And there is silence.
Is Tam still down?
I'm at 1 hit point, baby.
You're 1 hit. Okay. Are we out of initiative order now?
Yeah.
Could I? Hang on. Could I do primeval awareness really quick to check if there's anything else spooky out here?
Okay. What's the range on that?
1 mile or up to 6 miles if I'm in my favorite terrain. I don't know if a tavern counts as in the forest.
I don't think so, no.
1 mile.
So, 1 mile? You feel not in this immediate vicinity. In the distance, it's kind of like you feel almost like walking shadows of something in the distance, kind of like there's an ever-looming presence.
Can I tell if
However,
it's undead or like?
there is no undead presence. That was
Okay.
that cavern. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is everyone all right? What? Why are we here?
I thought there was a baby.
Yeah. There was a baby that was crying.
I glanced at the box. Is the box empty? The silver box.
The box is actually currently closed.
Shake it.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm really sorry.
Is there something you can cast on the box to see if there's something cool in there?
Is everyone okay? Tam, are you okay?
Yeah.
Maybe. Someone heal Tam a little bit.
I think I'm seeing. I think I'm hearing colors.
Oh.
I
That's not what you want.
have cure wounds.
Yeah. A bit of that would be nice.
Is Val here?
Yep.
Okay.
I forgot to put her in. You know what? We're gonna say that she was outside with Maroth,
Okay.
and she and Maroth now are running in.
Good effort.
Do we miss it?
Yeah, a little bit. Do you happen to have some healing magic on you, Val? Myself and Tam are in a bit of trouble.
Let me
I've
think.
still got blood coming out of my ears.
Yeah, same.
Oh gosh. Let me
Covering.
and she reaches up and casts Cure Wounds on you, Ren.
Gil, if you were doing Tam?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll cast cure wounds on Tam.
Okay. So that's 5 points of she's gonna cast it actually, so that's 13 points points of health back to you. Then.
Beauty.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I wasn't here earlier.
It's all right. We managed. Well, they managed. I laid there.
Yeah. How many points, Gil?
I rolled. Okay, so it was the D20 that you roll, right? And I got. 15?
It'll say in the spell.
Wait, are you doing Cure Wounds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's 1d8 for every level that you're casting it, plus your spell modifier. So get the one that looks like a rhombus.
Okay.
Your spell modifier is your charisma modifier, Susie.
What?
So roll.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Roll this die. It looks like a diamond.
And then add your charisma modifier to whatever number you roll.
I think it's +5, right? Because we're both maxed out on charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you roll?
I rolled a 5 and I got the 5, so 10.
Physique.
There you go.
Oh man, thank you. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm going to be sick. And then I just kind of like lean on the wall and like get my breath back.
Can I? I mean, I'm Ren. Can I tell if there's anything of value in this cave?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Make
We're
an
all
investigation
fine.
check.
Fucking hell.
I gotta know. Oh, fuck's sake! I got a 3.
Loot.
My passive investigation is 16.
So looking around in here, you go a little bit deeper into the cave and you see a large bed, and next to it a vanity, and there seems to be. It looks pretty squalor, pretty simple, plain. There's some simple jewelry sitting on a desk made out of like twine and rocks and twigs and things that are found in nature. There's some simple women's clothes. Based on your knowledge, actually, because being an elf, you notice that of elven design. A very simple dwelling you see as well. She has a cabinet and a small place for making fire. It looks as though a woman lived here for a while.
Can I tell just by like a quick investigation what happened to her? Like, can I tell if she became the banshee?
Make a history check.
History. Okay.
Or just an intelligence, actually. Whichever's higher if you're proficient in history.
I'm proficient in history, so I'll take.
All right, thank you, history.
Take that. My modifier. Okay. 15.
All right. So your knowledge of banshees, you know that banshees are the incorporeal kind of spirit of dead elven and elvish people. Often they are not, when they die, they relive every moment that they went through in their life, both the good and mostly the bad. They are not allowed to leave their dwelling by more than 5 miles and are bound forever. Their soul is bound forever to the place that they expired. So, knowing what you know, that there was an elvish woman who lived here, since expired in a terrible, excruciating way. As a result, has been bound to keep and protect her.
Right, so that's my future. Okay, can I call Nora over? Just Nora, come over here.
When I like shuffle over.
First of all, you're right. You look a little grey.
Yeah, sorry.
I think this is the dwelling of the spirit, pre-spirithood. Can you detect anything of magical aura around here?
detect magic first level?
Third level?
Is it detect magic first level? Yes. Ow! What was that?
Did you just get attacked?
I feel like something bit me.
Oh, yeah.
Ollie's outside.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Wait,
what?
Something just bit me.
and Ollie's outside?
I'm so creeped out.
You're dead.
Are you okay?
Well, she's back.
Okay.
Oh my god, the banshee's there with you.
Why are you doing anything? Okay, I'm gonna Nora's gonna take a moment and then just kind of sink to the floor cross-legged and just kind of start writing symbols in the dirt. And for 10 minutes she casts the ritual spell Detect Magic.
Okay. Nothing magical except for the silver box. That is currently labeled.
Just the box, but yeah, the box.
Okay. Well, I guess we leave all this stuff here. Should we take the box? What happened with the box? I wasn't here. Is it what?
I
Nora, make an Arcana check.
Me?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
15.
15. You get the feeling that the flash that was set off was just a one-time trap that was being used to protect either the box itself or whatever is inside.
Okay, so I opened the box, which didn't look done, but I think that there's no more traps on it. So if everyone wants to stand outside, I can open it.
Okay. I don't think that's where the spirit came from. If you were worried about that, I think the spirit was just here.
I don't know. I think because it was blind. I'm gonna wait till everyone kind of stands back a bit, and I'm gonna use Mage Hand to open the box.
Okay. So everyone goes outside?
Tam's going outside.
All right.
Like 30 paces away.
Okay. So you cast Mage Hand, you go and open the box, lift up the lid. Are you not checking for traps or just?
Can I use Mage Hand to check for traps?
I could. Sure.
Do you want to roll? What roll?
Oh. Don't worry about it. It's not trapped. So you just go and just. It opens up. The box is now open. The lid is open.
Is there anything inside the box?
What's in the box?
It's just dead. It's dead quiet. All that's happened is the box is open.
Should we check
Anything inside the box?
Does any?
I'll go up to it. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look to see if there's stuff inside.
There, you look in. The box appears to be empty.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh. Might this be like a pocket dimension, like bigger on the inside or something?
Like a bigger on the inside or something.
I mean, it sounds.
Big.
Let's try putting something really big inside.
Really
Bro.
No.
No.
I'm gonna shut the box.
I'm gonna go over to like the woman's stuff, and I'm gonna find something that looks like it shouldn't fit into the box.
Okay.
Like some long.
You grab a big. There's a pillow.
Okay.
Kind of gross, actually. It's like
I'll take the gross pillow.
Kind of gross, yeah.
Okay. I open the box.
I'll shove the pillow inside.
All right. You try to shove it in, and you use so much force that it causes Nora to actually drop the box, and it fumbles.
Okay.
And you just hear like. of the box.
Does the pillow go inside?
No.
Okay. I was wrong.
Guys, what's in the box?
There's got to be some kind of reason why. I mean, you don't set a trap unless somebody took it already. Never went inside.
Shut the book. That's really annoying. Okay.
Does it store sound or something? I don't.
Oh, I could identify it if we've got another 10 minutes.
Yeah. We got 10 minutes, don't we? I don't know.
Okay.
Do we want to move outside this cabin? It's sort of nasty.
So gross. I'm gonna put her outside with the box.
Go outside.
Okay.
Can I do like a quick perception check? I'm just fucking paranoid now.
Sure.
That's
With
it.
disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
Is it dark outside now?
Doesn't Augie have a torch?
It's the middle of the night.
I do have a torch.
Oh yeah.
Augie's torch.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is. That's a hot 8.
Okay. Looks clear. You see the forest kind of in the distance. You see the cavern behind you.
Yeah, it is a. Okay, I'm gonna step outside, start drawing symbols on the ground. It only takes. No, it does take 10 minutes. I'm gonna cast Identify on the box. Is there anything else anyone wants looking at whilst I'm here?
The leaf.
You want me? Oh, okay, yeah, put the leaf. Mm-hmm.
So the box, we'll do the box first. The box is a box of echoes. It repeats the last thing that it heard while the box was open.
Is this a cousin of the speaking clock?
Oh, it heard a baby though.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh my, no.
It heard a baby.
Where did the baby go?
The leaf is just a leaf.
Okay, fine.
It's a pretty leaf. It's got some like nice. It's got the sheen, the nice like waxen leaf on the front, and then on the back, it's got some nice bluish purplish veins.
Hey, Tam.
Yeah.
So I found out what this is.
Oh my god, what is it?
It's a leaf, but it's very lucky, and you've got to keep it safe, and it'll bring you luck.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, insight check.
2.
Why?
It's a really lucky leaf.
Thank you, Nora.
Sorry for nearly killing you several times. And then this is just a box that repeats the last thing it heard. So, baby, yeah. I guess the baby was ours, the banshee.
Maybe that's why she's stuck around. That much pain, losing a baby. It's pretty hard to move on.
Do you want to go back to
Yeah. I think a few of us need a little bit of rest and then get a single echo. Shut the box!
You shut the box. You were like, how did this get open again? And you just shut it.
Yeah, let's finish off with one last watch while folks sleep. And then we can get going in the morning.
So, Val and I take the last watch.
Yeah. So you have dark vision as a goblin, so you're fine. And she has.
Can we reset everything if we finish our long rest?
Are you gonna? If you're going back to sleep, then yeah, this will count as long rest.
Cool.
Um,
Does that mean I get hit points back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
Because I'm nice.
Dang.
All right. So, third watch. What did you get for your perception check, Gil?
15.
15? Okay. So do you talk with Val about anything? Just uneventful?
I think we just speak in Infernal for a little while.
You guys kind of swap stories. If anyone else were to hear, it'd just be this deep, dark kind of like just kind of disgustingly demonic. Yeah. Okay. Ren. During this time, you go down to the words that Gilf kind of spoke to you late last night and earlier in the day are kind of still ringing in your ears. And you drift off into your meditative state, and not peacefully, but aggressively, knowing that the only release you can have from your echoing thoughts is the numbness that a dream and that safe haven can bring. But tonight, it's not a dream, or at least it doesn't feel like it. You feel a cold breeze push through your spine, and you open your eyes starkly, and looking around, you see your allies and compatriots sleeping soundly in the cool, damp night. Looking down, you see your hands folded peacefully in your lap, Rose held up gently next to you, his muzzle nestled gently on the side of your thigh. You take a moment to stretch out your hand, kind of clenching and unclenching it. But you notice something strange. Your hand, although you're picking it up and you're moving it, it's still in your lap, folded. You lift your hand up to your face and come to the realization that it's almost like it's not your hand. You're able to see through it, almost as though you're as incorporeal as the banshee that you fought earlier tonight. You quickly stand up. Your form is there, but it's also not. It's like you are nothing more than a spectral observer to your own body. This is a new experience, but also familiar at the same time, although not as physical or real as this before. The moon above you grows brighter and brighter, almost pulsing and waxing and waning with the rhythm of a flowing current. It's cold and you feel the wind chill through your bodiless form, but it's not uncomfortable. More, it heightens your senses, makes you more alert and focused. The rays of the moon shine down on you, and it's at this moment that you feel a presence. Looking around you, you know that there's no one there. But that feeling, that pit in your stomach, it is unmistakable. There's someone here with you.
Just glancing down really quick, can I tell if I am breathing? Like
You look
corporeal
down.
Ren?
It's kind of like when someone tells you you are breathing, like you are now manually breathing, like you realize, oh my gosh, am I breathing? And in that moment you go through the motions, but you don't know whether you yourself need to breathe or just are going through it because that's what your body tells you to do to survive.
Okay. I was mostly trying to gauge if my body is alive.
Oh, your body, your physical body?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, looking around, you said I can't see anything?
You can't see.
I mean, any person? Any presence?
Any person? No, it's almost like this overwhelming presence, and although it's cold, you feel like a warmth in the middle of your chest.
Well, I'm guessing by the light show that this is Moon Lady? Can you speak? I'm sorry, I don't know your real name. If you have one.
Called many things. Moon Lady will suffice for now.
Moon Lady? Alright. Well, hello? Are you a god?
Of sorts. I was moved once. I since transcended in a sense. I'm not god or a goddess, but I'm not mortal either. I'm in a realm in between.
Sorry, in a realm of what?
In between.
Okay.
Observer of both.
Right. When I was incapacitated by that illness, you spoke to me. You had a message about. It sounded like you were telling me to go north. Is that what you meant by your words?
I'm stronger in certain places than in others. I feel stronger even now as the time ticks by. There are places, space, in time that transcend, become more than normal. But at times when I do not know how much time I have.
Right. Is there something you wanted from me for you to have appeared in front of me?
Dear,
Yes.
I need you to listen closely. I do not know how much time I have here with you. Something new is coming, and I am not powerful enough for anyone I fear to stop it in time. The only thing we can do is prepare. You shall be a leader of this change, you and your friends. Do not be timid with your duties. But always remember to guide towards the light.
I have so many questions.
I know, my child. I'm sorry.
Why me? Why us? Like, really, why me? What the fuck?
You are light born in darkness. Many of your friends are the same. You all, like candles and fireflies in the night, have found yourself towards each other. You all can, once again, ensure to bring that light towards the darkness in a way, and bring the sun and the moon. It's confusing, and there are many things I wish I could say that I cannot, but you have my blood, although albeit faint, and you, like me, are light born from the dark.
Right. This thing that you say is coming, does it have to do with the strange.
Shh.
Oh,
I cannot talk now. I must leave. Even then, now can feel my power win. Again,
right.
this. Come visit me when you have a chance. If you can make it, if you can make it in time.
Can you tell me where?
Come meet me where the land and the sea meet the light and the snow. That's all I can give.
All right. I will try. I will.
May the light and luck of the hunt be with you. And you feel that disappear, and you open your eyes again. This time, you feel corporeal once more. And that is where we're gonna end tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here with us.
Damn.
Wow.
I like how
That was a lot.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Kate.
That was so
All right.
cool.
Thank you all so much. Be sure to follow our Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr. Our Instagram, we're going to be posting Instagram stories, which will be fun. And then you can follow our Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr for updates on streams, and also our Discord, which is super fun.
Yeah.
Come talk about stuff. There's a special place where if you have theories and stuff, you can just talk, and it's fun. I like reading all of them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see
We will see you
on-
guys on Wednesday.
Yes.
All right.
Woohoo.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you,
So
guys.
much.
Thanks for tuning in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.